Good morning, everyone. We are live at DevTalks 2025. We are at Romexpo in Bucharest. My name is Madalina, and I'm here with Alex Amarandei. He's a software development engineer at Amazon. Hi, Alex, and thank you for coming here today.
Thank you, too, for the invitation. It's an honor. It's my first interview, so.
Nice. Okay, yeah. No pressure.
Absolutely no pressure.
We invited you here today because we want to find out a bit more about how life is like at Amazon. So we prepared a few questions. I would say they're easy questions.
Okay.
You have the answers.
But let's hope so, yeah. We'll figure them out.
My first question is, what does a typical day at Amazon look like for you?
Well, at Amazon, we have to do a lot of things as software development engineers. So, for example, I have to write code, review documents, review some code, attend some meetings, and then I can have my 9 a.m. coffee, I'm just kidding. So a typical day for me is, I think, balanced. So I like to work from home at the start of the day. So I start work at 9, and I have a focus block of work until 11 a.m. Then I have to commute to work. We have a 5 days at the office policy. And I attend the daily meeting afterwards. Then I like to go to the gym while everybody's at lunch. The gym is free. Nobody's bothering me, so that's perfect. And after that, I have my own lunch and keep going with the rest of the day. And there are days which are more code focused. I have to write code or review code or maybe debate ideas with my colleagues over a new feature or a new system that we're designing. And there are also some days which are document focused. So maybe we are writing a tech design or reviewing some, other documents, business requirements and stuff like that. There's also days without any meetings so that we can be just focused, and that's great. There's also days in which meetings are packed. But it's very important that communication is good because there's a lot of things going on and a lot of change. So it's important to keep in sync.
Oh, that sounds great. Tell us a little bit about your journey at Amazon. How did it evolve?
Yeah, so I started at Amazon in November 2022, and I started as a junior engineer, and I had a very interesting path. So as you can imagine, I was very eager to start and affirm myself and do all sorts of stuff, fix every bug possible, fix all the leaky pipes, and make a name for myself, and focus on all of the things that are, let's say, nitty-gritty, okay? But as I grew up, I realized that, okay, I need to focus on the bigger picture. And I started working on features that actually have an impact to our customer. And I started designing systems that contain multiple features, started collaborating, leading some people into developing stuff. So that is what basically allowed me to promote to my current role. And I think it's very important to acknowledge the fact that as you grow in your career and as a person, your scope and your area of impact, let's say, also extends. So you learn to not focus on the small stuff, even though that's easily fixable. There'll always be small stuff that need to be fixed, but you must focus on the bigger picture. If you have a ship that has a big hole in it, it doesn't matter if the sails are not shiny enough, So that's how my journey evolved. I just grew, and the scope grew as well, and I really like tackling interesting challenges. I'm up for a challenge anytime. I like pressure. I like high ambiguity environments. I really love my job.
That's so nice to hear.
Yeah.
We are happy for you.
Thank you. I'm happy for myself as well.
What's a core value at Amazon that you personally really connect with?
So at Amazon, we have these things called leadership principles. There's 16 of them. I will not bore you. You can find them on the internet. But one of the core principles is ownership. And I like this quote, which I think is from the word of Stoicism, which basically says that you may not be guilty of everything that happens to you, but you are responsible of how you react to everything that happens to you. And I think that's ownership. That's what ownership is all about, because you are given a task to do, for example, and it's not just, okay, I finished the task and I'm done. I don't care about it anymore. It's not like that. You must first understand the task. Okay, where is it coming from? What customer needs is it solving? how is it impacting the other things that people are doing? And as a software development engineer, you have full responsibility over the life cycle of a feature. So you go from business requirements to design. From design, you go to implementation, testing, monitoring, production, and maybe, I don't know, upgrades or even deprecation, because things get deprecated at some points, you know? So I think ownership is very, very important and is often um, skipped when you think about it. You know, you just focused on completing the task, but the task is not just the task. You know, the task is all about what's around it. And to be a proper owner, you need to think about all the things that the task is related to, all the impact that you have, and make sure that you provide the best experience for the customer in the end.
That sounds really cool, and I hear a lot about impact.
Yes,
how
yes.
important it is to actually do something that it matters.
Mm-hmm,
And I think
mm-hmm.
we hear about that a lot these days from people of different age groups. So
Yeah.
it's becoming
Mm-hmm. And I think that's if you mentioned impact. So my team in Yash actually has a lot of impact across Amazon. So the small team that we are based in Yash has a security product that it used internally. It was mentioned in the presentations, but that product is used all across Amazon, so worldwide, and is developed by a small team in Yash. So that is very cool when I think about it. I really like the idea that what I do here at home is impacting and helping in protecting customer data all over the world for everybody that is interacting with Amazon, whether it's with Alexa, the retail website, the Twitch, Prime Video, or whatever else. The fact that I'm doing something that's impacting millions of people and the entire Amazon organization, it's just amazing, and I really like that. I really like that.
sounds like you found your place. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah,
good
yeah,
for
yeah.
you. Is there, I don't know, maybe a career advice that you wish someone had given you earlier in your life?
Oh, that's a tough one. Let me think about it. Actually, yeah. And it's something that I came to realize just a few months ago. So you must not get too emotionally attached to what you do at work. And what I mean by that is not to disregard passion. No, no. It's important to have passion at work. But what I mean is that things change, things evolve, requirements change, business changes, the world itself is changing at a very, very accelerated pace. And it's important to not be stuck in your own bubble, you know? So I worked really hard on this feature. Why is it not used by customers? Well, it was important the moment it was developed, but now things change. Customers needs change over time, you know? Or I don't know, I don't want to deprecate this. I worked so hard. I worked over a year to develop this feature. I don't want it to be deprecated. But yeah, now we have better solutions. We have better ways in which we address customer needs and so on and so forth. So it's important to not get tangled up in one single thing that you develop and just focus on the present and what is needed now. Because, you know, with the rise of AI and what's going on globally, it's just to be expected that things will be unexpected, you know? So it's something that I wished I learned a bit earlier because I took it personally, you know, oh, the feature is not needed. Oh, I didn't do a good job. And that's not true. I did a good job for the things that were required at that time. But now things have changed. So I have to do something else.
I have one last question
Yeah.
for you. If you think about one underdeveloped skill that tech professionals have these days and that they
Mhm.
really should get improved, which one would that be?
Mm, so I think that even though the word that I'm about to say has come up a lot and will come up a lot in the future, it's still undervalued, and that is focus. And I'll explain why. Um, it's not just about being able to focus for half an hour, 1 hour, or 2 hours, or whatever. We can all do that if we don't have anything else to do, and that is important because You may be at work and you say, okay, I'm going to code for the rest of the day. But you may have an impromptu meeting. Somebody may message you on Slack. Somebody may call you. Somebody may message you and you get tangled up in Instagram Reels or TikTok or whatever. And your focus is scattered. And it's important to be able to protect your time properly in order to be able to kind of conjure up that focus that's needed. And it's very important to work with yourself to be hardly distracted, especially in an environment as Amazon. Since we have a lot of things to do and we need to be very adaptable, it's a common practice that you may have requirements that change in the same day. So I may have to do something in the morning, and by lunch I have to do something else. And it's important to be able to context switch properly and then focus on the new thing and block out all the other distractions. And that may mean refusing some calls or refusing some meetings. You must protect your focus time because the focus time is what yields productivity in the end. It doesn't matter if you work for 6 hours if most of it is spent being distracted and all over the place. It's better to work 1 hour or 2 hours in which you are fully focused and you are able to dive deep into what you have to do.
That was it, Alex, from our side. Yes,
that was nice. That was nice.
We can go and enjoy the event. Thank you very much for accepting to talk to me today. It was a pleasure.
It was a pleasure as well.
See you soon.
Yeah. I really love to. Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Have a great day.
Ciao. Good.